My name is Maria Sasonis, and we are live at Harrisonville Memorial Stadium. Tonight, we had the Green Valley Eagles versus our very own Harrisonville Wildcats. Looks like Wildcats have the kickoff. In goal for the Wildcats is 00 Travis Edelman. And the game has begun. Monty Schroeder with the ball. Passes outside to Sam Hedges. Passes back to Dalton Lawson, who swings it over to Court Deviney. Braden Schock passes to Kobe Norris, where he fights for the ball against number 2. The ball does go out of bounds. It's going to be a Wildcat throw-in. Kobe Norris passes to the center of the field, and the ball goes over to Sam Hedges. Noah King passes the ball back to his defensive line to number 9, Dalton Lawson. Lawson swings the ball over to Braden Schock, where the ball is passed upfield to Tucker Lawson. The ball does go out of bounds and be a throw-in for the Eagles. Ball's in play. Number 4 of the Eagles passes the ball. Ball is passed to number 9. Sam Hedges gets the ball from the Eagles. And 24 kicks the ball out of bounds. Wildcat throw-in. Kobe Norris with the ball. Passes to Monty Schroeder, number 11. Schroeder back to Norris. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Eagles get possession of the ball and pass it to the right side of the field. The ball does roll out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. The ball is thrown in quickly to Braden Schrock, who has to battle for the ball. A whistle is blown. Foul on the Wildcats can be a free kick for the Eagles. The kick is taken. And the ball is headed out of the Wildcat box. Kobe Norris with the ball at his feet. Ball goes out of bounds. Quick throw in for the Wildcats. Eagles pass it back to their keeper, who swings it back outside to the other side. Eagles kick the ball out of bounds. Taking throw is number 7, Hudson Johnson. He throws it back to 11, Monty Schroeder, where number 28 of the Eagles gets the ball. Court Deviney kicks the ball out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Throwing the ball in is number 5. Correction. 9 throws to the center of the field where it's received by number 6. Where 6 dribbles to the 20-yard line. He tries to pass it through Wildcat defense, but Monty Schroeder clears the ball. Ball crosses the goal line. It's going to be a corner kick for the Eagles. The kick goes up. Monty Schroeder heads it out of the box, and out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Eagles throw the ball in, and a whistle is blown. Appears there was the foul, or the throw was not taken correctly, so the Wildcats got a throw in. Braden Schock with the ball, passes up to Kobe Norris, takes the ball to the outside. He dribbles on the sideline, but it is taken away from him from Eagle pressure. Ball goes into the Wildcat goal box, but Travis Edelman scoops up the ball. Edelman drop kicks the ball. Ball goes out, Wildcat throw in. Taking the throw is number 13, Braden Schrock. Number 5 of the Eagles attempts to take a shot, but Monty Schroeder blocks it. Sam Hedges kicks the ball out of bounds. Be a corner kick for the Eagles. The kick is up. Eagles go in for the header, but the ball goes over their heads and out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. Another whistle is blown. Foul is called against the Eagles. Free kick for the Wildcats. The kick is number 11, Monty Schroeder. Pass is short to Kobe Norris. Passes it up the sideline to number 1, Tucker Lawson. Lawson runs to the ball, but the Eagles defense kicks it away. Back to King. King fights for the ball, the 5-yard line. He's inside the box. Kobe Norris receives the ball at the 10-yard line, but the Eagle defense kicks it back into Wildcat territory. Ball stays in. Number 5 of the Eagles with the ball. Attempts to switch the field. Braden Schock with the ball. Looks for Tucker Lawson. Kobe Norris receives the ball at his feet. Passes back to Braden Schock. Then passes the ball upfield to Tucker Lawson. Whistle's blown. Another foul is called against the Eagles. Free kick for the Wildcats. Taking the kick, number 4, Kobe Norris. The kick is just short of the goal and does go out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. Eagles get the ball and dribble down the sideline. where number 10 gets the ball, the 10-yard line. Kurt DeVinny battles to save the ball. Ball is crossed and goes out of bounds. Goal kick for the Wildcats. Taking the kick is number 11, Monty Schroeder. Number 4 of the Eagles gets the ball, but Court DeVinny fights him for it. Whistle's blown. Another foul against the Eagles. Free kick for the Wildcats. The short pass to Kobe Norris, but the ball is deflected out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. Taking throws number 13, Braden Schrock. Noah King gets the ball and passes it up the sideline where Tucker Lawson makes the run. The Eagles attempt to pass it back to their goalie and Lawson runs for the ball. He's just short. But Hudson Johnson gets control of the ball in the middle and then passes to Kobe Norris, who dribbles up the left side of the field. Norris takes a shot and it rolls over the goalie's head, and that was a close one. Goalie barely caught it, but he did save it. It's a short roll out. A whistle is blown. It's restarted with a goal kick. Number 6 passes outside. Eagles attempt to pass back center, but the Wildcats intercept the ball. Norris passes back to Schroeder, where he dribbles up the left side of the field. Schroeder makes a pass to Tucker Lawson, but the ball does roll out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Taking the kick is number 4, Kobe Norris. Tucker Lawson receives the ball, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Goal kick for the Eagles. The goal kick is short. Number 5 gets the ball at the 20-yard line. Passes to number 4, but Monty Schroeder kicks the ball back. Number 2 receives the ball, passes to his outside wing, and then passes center to number 4. Whistle is blown. The ball did go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats, being taken by Hudson Johnson. Johnson throws the ball into Braden Schrock. Eagles get the ball and kick it into Wildcat territory. Monty Schroeder with the header. Number 6 with the ball at the 40-yard line. He passes up the sideline where Court DeVinny fights for the ball. DeVinny shields the ball out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Eagles. The kick is up. It is a battle between both teams to get that ball out of the box. Seven sends a shot in, but Dalton Lawson gets a foot on it first. Lawson and Hedges work together to get the ball out. Ball does remain in bounds, where it is a battle between both teams and who can get their foot on that ball. The Eagles pass to the open side of the field, where number 7 crosses the ball over. Number 10 attempts to get a header on the ball, but misses the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Taking the kick is number 11, Monty Schroeder. Eagles get the ball, but with a sloppy pass, Hunter Baker receives it instead. Baker passes to Braden Schock, who kicks it up the field, but then the ball goes back into Wildcat territory. Schock kicks it up the sideline to Tucker Lawson so he can make a run. But number 8 kicks it out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. It clears it back to the middle of the field where Braden Schock receives the ball. Short pass to Tucker Lawson. Passes center, but the ball does not find Wildcat feet, and the Eagles pass it back towards the center of the field. Lawson swings it out wide to Sam Hedges, who passes it back into Chris. Whistle's blown. Foul on the Eagles. Free kick for the Wildcats at the 20-yard line. Kick is being taken by number 4, Kobe Norris. Norris lines up his shot. Goalie blocks it to the ground and then catches it. Goalie drop kicks the ball, where Hunter Baker gets a foot on it. He passes to Sam Hedges. Braden Schock with the ball, swings it back through his back line. To Court Deviney, who passes it over to Dalton Lawson. Lawson saves the ball from going out of bounds, swings it back to Court Deviney. The ball is kicked out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Taking the throw is number 13. Another whistle is blown. Referee calls a free kick for the Wildcats. Correction for the Eagles. Looks like number 5 and number 6 have a plan cooked up. 5 takes a shot on goal, but Travis Edelman saves the ball. He throws it out to the side to number 4, Kobe Norris. Norris crosses the field to Tucker Lawson, who kicks it up. Zane Madsden. The goalie comes out to kick the ball away and kicks the ball out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. Monty Schroeder with the ball. Dribbles it up the field. He passes outside to Tucker Lawson. Passes up the field to Emiliano. Ball does go out of bounds. Emiliano takes a throw. Eagles kick the ball out of bounds again. This time taking the throw is number 13, Braden Schrock. Norris receives pressure on his back, a bit too much pressure. Whistle is blown. Free kick for the Cats. Kobe Norris lining up for the kick. The ball does go out of bounds. Corner kick for the Wildcats. Kobe Norris takes the kick. Braden Schrock tries to get a foot on there. The ball does go out of bounds. Goal kick for the Eagles. Substitution is made for the Eagles. Number 16. The goal kick is taken. Braden Schrock receives the ball. Looks center to Hunter Baker. "17 keeps the ball in bounds, where 14 heads it. Monty Schroeder clears the ball upfield and out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Court Devaney kicks the ball out of bounds. Another throw in for the Eagles. Throw in is made to number 6, who passes it to 4, who passes to 16, to 13. 13 passes back to the center. Bit of a give and go. Ball goes to the outside. A cross in the center is attempted, but Court Devaney kicks the ball out. Corner kick for the Eagles. Kick is taken. Some headers are attempted, but nobody catches the ball. And the Wildcats fight for the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. It's a short throw. Eagles with the ball. 14 tries to pass it, but Monty Schroeder gets the ball instead. Kobe Norris looks for a quick throw. Court Devaney with the header. Tucker Lawson with a quick give and go with Kobe Norris, who passes upfield to Zane Madsden. 24 kicks the ball over, and Kobe runs after the ball with a clean slide tackle. Looks for a cross in. Got some moves. He gets close to the goalie, but the ball does go out. Corner kick for the Wildcats. Substitution for the Wildcats coming in is number 17, Noah King, number 7, Hudson Johnson, and number 20, Drew Appleman. Kobe Norris takes the corner kick. The ball goes up. Monty Schroeder gets a foot on it, but number 7 deflects it out. Sam Hedges gets another shot, but it is headed out. Corner kick for the Wildcats. Making the kick is number 7, Hudson Johnson. The kick goes up. Schroeder tries to head the ball in, but misses the goal. Goal kick for the Eagles. Substitution for the Eagles. Number 11 and number 9. Goal kick is taken. Gets to the 30-yard line. Zane Matson gets the ball and passes to Kobe Norris. Norris fights for the ball at the 30-yard line. Hudson Johnson dribbles the ball, looks for the best option, passes to Kobe Norris, who passes back to Drew Appleman, who looks up to Zane Matson, and back over. The Eagles do get a foot on the ball and kick the ball back into Wildcat territory. Number 4 gets the ball at the 50. And passes over to number 9 on the left side of the field. Zane Matson wins the ball from 9 and passes to Noah King. Hudson Johnson gets a foot on the ball. Faces some pressure from number 4 and number 6. Where 6 wins the ball. Monty Schroeder wins the ball and passes back up to Noah King. King loses possession of the ball at the 25, where 24 gets the ball. Ball is given to number 4, and then to 16. Dalton Lawson gets the ball, saves it from going out of bounds, and passes the ball up to Zane Matson. He makes the run. It's just him and the goalie. But the ball does go out of bounds. That was another close one for the Wildcats. Be a goal kick for the Eagles. Short goal kick. Ball is passed to the outside. And passed down the sideline. Ball does go out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Throw-ins at the 25-yard line. It's thrown to number 6. He tries to take a shot. Ball does go off Monty Schroeder's foot. It's going to be a corner kick for the Eagles. '17 tries to get a header on the ball, but he does heads it out of bounds instead. Goal kick for the Wildcats. Monty Schroeder takes the kick, passes to Hudson Johnson. Johnson passes back to Schroeder. Back to Johnson. Outside to Sam Hedges, who megs 16. But the Eagles do win the ball. Number 17 gets the ball. Tries to pass it back to number 7. Braden Shock saves the ball from bounds. Monty Schroeder swings it to the center. Schroeder dribbles up the field. Looks for a teammate to pass to. Passes to Kobe Norris, who is wide open at the 50. Who kicks it up. Zane Matson makes a run, but 24 gets a foot on the ball. Be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Taking the corner is number 4, Kobe Norris. The short corner to Dawson Schrock, back to Norris, who swings. Defense kicks it out though. Hudson Johnson gets the ball at the 20. Passes to 14, Dawson Schrock, who receives pressure on the backside. Whistle is blown. Foul is called on the Wildcats. It's going to be a free kick for the Eagles. Taking the kick is number 24. Kick goes up. Monty Schroeder heads the ball to Hudson Johnson, who passes back to Braden Schrock. Ball goes out of bounds. Wildcat throw in. Kobe Norris dribbles up the left side of the field. Ball does go out of bounds. Throw in for the Wildcats. Norris looks at Zane Manston, number 10, who passes back to Hudson Johnson, who swings it to the side to Sam Hedges. Hedges fights for the ball against number 16. And 16 does pass to number 10, who dribbles up the left side of the field. Dalton Lawson kicks the ball up. Referee looks at his AR, notices the ball did go out of bounds earlier. We have throw in for the Eagles. Number 9 throws the ball in for the Eagles. Number 10 gets ahead on the ball. Number 2 tries to kick the ball up, but the ball does go out. Goal kick for the Wildcats. Number 11, Monty Schroeder, lines up for the kick. Passes to Sam Hedges. The ball does go out of bounds. Thrown for the Eagles. Number 9 throws it in. Dalton Lawson kicks the ball out of bounds. Another throw in for the Eagles. Number 28 heads it over to Monty Schroeder, who kicks it up in the air. Schroeder signals for Travis Edelman to come out and catch the ball, who throws it out to the far side of the field to number 13, Braden Schrock. Eagles fight for the ball. He's inside the box. Number 4 takes the shot, and the ball does go in off the corner goal post. Score is now 1-0, Eagles. Be a kickoff for the Wildcats. Kobe Norris receives the kickoff and dribbles to the left side of the field. Ball does go out of bounds, but it's deflected off the Eagles' foot, so it's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Ball goes out again. Another throw for the Cats. Whistle is blown. Be a kick for the Eagles at the 9-yard line. Ball goes out of bounds, thrown for the Eagles. Kobe Norris gets the ball. Passes back to Braden Schrock. Ball does go out of bounds, thrown for the Cats. Whistle is blown. Free kick for the Wildcats at the 38-yard line. Kobe Norris takes the kick. Norris gets the ball up in the air. It's a cluster. Hedges tries to cross the ball to Tucker Lawson, but Lawson does kick the ball out. It'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. Goalie takes the kick. Hudson Johnson receives the ball at the 40-yard line. Passes back to his defense, number 9, Dalton Lawson, who looks upfield to number 8, Emiliano. A whistle is blown. Looks like there was a bit of pushing. Be a free kick for the Eagles. '24 takes the kick. Ball does go out of bounds off of Hunter Baker's. Be a throw in for the Eagles, being thrown in by number 9. Whistle's blown. Ball was thrown in incorrectly. Had thrown for the Wildcats. Dalton Lawson throws the ball into Sam Hedges. Court Davini switches the field up. Number 2 heads it out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Wildcats. Throwing the ball in is number 13, Braden Schrock. The ball goes deep into Wildcat territory with no pressure. Catching the ball is Travis Edelman. Dalton Lawson kicks the ball to the 50, where the Eagles kick it back into Wildcat territory. Number 6 passes to the sideline to number 10, who takes a shot. Travis Edelman does save the ball. Edelman punts it up to Tucker Lawson, who heads it over to number 4, Kobe Norris. Norris kicks it up the field for number 8, Emiliano, who faces pressure from number 8. Eagles have the ball on the sideline. Pass it back. Court Davini blocks the ball. Eagle throw in. Eagles throw the ball in. Court Davini kicks it out of bounds again. Another throw in for the Eagles at the 10-yard line. Monty Schroeder heads it and kicks it upfield. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the half. Wildcats 0, Eagles 1. Alright, and we are back for the second half of the boys soccer game, Green Valley Eagles versus our very own Harrisonville Wildcats. It will be a kickoff for the Eagles to start the half. And back in goal for the Wildcats is 00 Travis Edelman. Reminder, the score is Wildcats 0, Eagles 1. And the kick is taken. Passes back to number 6, who kicks it to the outside. Noah King runs to give a little bit of pressure. Ball is passed back outside to number 5 to the center. Across the field to number 2, who looks outside to number 7. 7 passes back to their defense to number 8, who swings it back to their goalie. The goalie receives the ball with his feet and swings it out wide. Number 4 gets the ball and passes to number 5. Number 5 dribbled into Wildcat territory, and he's at the 30-yard line. 5 does lose the ball. Emiliano passes outside to 13, Braden Schrock. The ball is kicked out of bounds by the Eagles. It's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Emiliano, number 8, with the ball, passes to Kobe Norris. Kobe Norris with some moves to get around their defense. Makes a cross in. The goalie does kick it out to number 5. 5 kicks it upfield. Dalton Lawson fights for the ball at the 30-yard line. Passes over to Monty Schroeder, who then swings it outside to Braden Schrock. Schrock looks back center towards Kobe Norris. Norris looks around, goes a give and go to Braden Schrock. But Schrock is a tad too late. The ball does go out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Taking the throw is number 7. Court Davini with the kick up. Ball goes out of bounds. Whistle's blown. Foul is called. It's going to be a free kick for the Wildcats near the 50. Taking the kick is Kobe Norris, number 4. Lines up his kick. Crosses the field. Monty Schroeder looks for that header, but the goalie does catch it. The goalie looks around, kicks it out to number 10. Braden Schrock with the ball, passes up to Emiliano. Ball does go out of bounds, off of the Eagles' foot, throwing for the Wildcats. Quick throw to Kobe Norris. Number 2 kicks the ball out of bounds. Another throw in for the Cats. Noah King gets the ball. Back to Kobe Norris, who keeps the ball in bounds. Norris looks around. The ball does roll out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. Tucker Lawson receives the kick up close, but their defense does kick the ball out. Throwing for the Wildcats at the 15-yard line, being taken by number 12, Sam Hedges. Hedges throws the ball into Tucker Lawson, where Kobe Norris gets the ball. Norris does take a shot on goal, but the keeper dives and saves it. Keeper looks, he throws it out to number 5. Number 9 gets the ball up on the sideline and passes it back to center to 6. 6 passes to 2, who looks around and passes to the outside. Tucker Lawson fights for the ball at the 25-yard line. The ball is kicked out of bounds. Throwing for the Eagles. Number 2 switches the field and gets the ball to number 5. Number 5 dribbles the ball and passes the ball up to number 10. The ball does go out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Wildcats. Eagles foul. It's going to be a free kick for the Cats. A whistle is blown. The Cats are going to take another kick at the 39-yard line. The referee does pause the clock and is having a brief discussion with his assistant referee. Taking the free kick this time is number 11, Monty Schroeder. A yellow card is awarded to number 4 of the Eagles for stepping in front of the free kick. The referee signals the game to continue. Schroeder passes up to number 4, Kobe Norris, who passes over to number 13, Braden Schrock. Schrock looks around. Tucker Lawson goes after the ball and dribbles near the sideline. Passes back to Noah King, but the Eagles get the ball and kick it back up to the 30-yard line. Court Devaney passes to number 8, Emiliano. Braden Schrock deflects the ball off his back, Emiliano gets the ball. The ball does go out of bounds. Braden Strock takes a quick throw. Passes number 1, Tucker Lawson. Tucker Lawson makes a pass, but nobody's there to receive it, so the Eagles do get the ball. No pressure. Braden Strock receives the ball at his feet, passes up to number 4, Kobe Norris. Whistle is blown. Foul on Kobe Norris. It's going to be a free kick for the Eagles at the 48-yard line. Eagles pass it open to the open side of the field. The Eagles do pass the ball out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Noah King receives the throw, passes to Kobe Norris. Hunter Baker fights for the ball against number 5. Number 5 kicks it into the Wildcat goal box. Travis Edelman does scoop up the ball. Norris receives the ball at the 50-yard line, and a whistle is blown. It's going to be a free kick for the Wildcats. Number 5 headed the ball over Kobe Norris, which is what resulted in the free kick. Sam Hedges with the ball. Passes backwards to Dalton Lawson, who swings it over to Monty Schroeder. Schroeder looks around, dribbles up the field. Looks outside to Sam Hedges, who passes the ball up to Noah King. King looks around for a good pass. The pass is incomplete, and number 17 of the other team gets the ball. Ball goes out of bounds. Substitutions are made for both teams. Coming in for the Wildcats are number 7, Hudson Johnson, and number 10, Zane Madsden. The Eagles throw in the ball. Kobe Norris with the ball at the 45-yard line. Passes over to Emiliano, number 8. Ball does go out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Taking the throw is number 7. 7 throws it back to 8, who switches the field to number 9. 9 back to 7. 7 down the sideline. Monty Schroeder gets a foot on the ball and passes it up to 13, Braden Strock. Number 6 of the Eagles dribbles at the 30-yard line and passes up to number 10. However, number 10 is called offsides. The Wildcats will get a kick. Taking the kick is number 11, Monty Schroeder. Schroeder takes the kick at the 18-yard line. Hudson Johnson receives the ball. Eagles kick it down the sideline. Court Davini fights for the ball against number 28. Monty Schroeder gets the ball and dribbles. He passes over to Hudson Johnson, number 7, who passes the ball upfield where Tucker Lawson makes a run to it. Number 8 gets the ball and kicks it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Wildcats. It's a quick throw. Kobe Norris gets the ball, looks around to see what his best option is, and passes to number 8, Emiliano. The ball goes back into Wildcat territory, and Dalton Lawson passes the ball back to Travis Edelman. Edelman receives the ball at his feet, makes a quick pass to Court Deviney, who switches the ball over to Dalton Lawson. Lawson passes outside to Sam Hedges, and Hedges keeps the ball in and kicks it up to Zane Matston. The ball does go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Substitutions are made for the Eagles. Coming in is number 13. The ball is thrown in. Foul is called on Dalton Lawson at the 49-yard line. It'll be a free kick for the Eagles. Sam Hedges with the ball, passes up to Kobe Norris. Norris dribbles the ball. He gets to the 30 and takes a shot. The shot is off the goal. It's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. Hudson Johnson heads the ball back up to Tucker Lawson. Number 8 saves the ball from going out of bounds, passes back to their goalie. The short pass inside the goal box. Ball does go out of bounds. Quick throw for the Wildcats. Kobe Norris gets the ball, does a pullback, but does lose possession. Monty Schroeder comes with a clean tackle and gets the ball and passes it up to Tucker Lawson. The goalie does save the ball and rolls it out to 13. Hudson Johnson gets that pressure, puts a clean foot in there, and looks around. He passes to number 8, Emiliano, who fights pressure at the 40-yard line. Dalton Lawson passes the ball to Sam Hedges, who passes back to Dalton Lawson, passes center to Monty Schroeder. Schroeder looks around, passes up to number 8, Emiliano. He has a quick pass to number 4, Kobe Norris. The ball does go out of bounds. Throw in for the Cats. It's a quick throw to Hudson Johnson. Emiliano looks around, passes to Monty Schroeder. Number 28 does get the ball and kicks it up into Wildcat territory. Court Deviney runs after the ball and kicks it out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Throwing the ball in is number 13. Dalton Lawson heads the ball out and follows his ball, but the Eagles do steal it. A whistle is blown. Be a free kick for the Eagles. It's a quick one. Hudson Johnson tries to get a foot on the ball, but number 6 does steal it away from him. 6 passes to 4. 4 does take a shot. Ball does miss the target. It's going to be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Taking the goal kick is number 11, Monty Schroeder. Schroeder kicks it up. Tucker Lawson fights for the ball. A whistle is blown. The foul is called on the Wildcats. The Eagles take a quick kick to number 16. 16 dribbles up the sideline. Try to pass it, but Braden Chalk gets the ball and kicks it up the sideline. Number 8 of the Eagles defense receives the ball and passes back to their own goalie. Lawson applies that pressure, but the goalie quickly passes out to 24. Zane Matston keeps the pressure up. Their goalie receives the ball at his feet again. Ball does go out of bounds. It's going to be a Wildcat throw-in. Throw is taken at about the 5-yard line. Tucker Lawson throws the ball into Kobe Norris. Norris tries to pass to the center, gets it to Monty Schroeder. Emiliano gets the ball, faces some defense. The ball is kicked back into Wildcat territory, and Dalton Lawson gets the ball, passes to Court Deviney. A whistle is blown. The referee is signaling for a free kick for the Eagles at the 23-yard line. Number 4 lines up to take the kick. The kick does go over the top of the goal. It'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Monty Schroeder will take the kick. The kick is up. Dalton Lawson fights for the ball. The ball is kicked out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Kobe Norris fights for the ball in the center of the field. Braden Schock receives the ball, kicks the ball up the sideline, but it does go out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Eagles. Taking the throw is number 13. The throw is not correct. Be a throw-in for the Wildcats instead now. Substitutions are made for the Wildcats. Coming are number 14, Dawson Schrock, and number 20, Drew Appleman. Throwing the ball in for the Wildcats, number 4, Kobe Norris. Norris throws the ball into Zane Matston. A whistle is blown. Be a free kick for the Wildcats at the 25-yard line. Lining up to take the kick is Kobe Norris. The Eagles form their wall. Norris takes the kick. The goalie does catch the ball. Monty Schroeder gets a foot on the ball. Passes up to Drew Appleman, where number 6 does kick the ball out of bounds. Thrown for the Wildcats, being taken by number 12, Sam Hedges. Hedges throws the ball into Norris. Another whistle is blown. Foul against the Eagles. Free kick for the Wildcats. Free kick is at the 19-yard line, being taken by Kobe Norris. The kick is low, and the goalie does scoop it up. Goalie throws it out to the side. Ball does go out of bounds and be a throw-in for the Eagles. Taking throws number 24. The referee signals for the throw to happen further back. Drew Appleman gets ahead on the ball. Zane Matson gets a foot on the ball. Ball's passed over to Monty Schroeder, who passes up to Kobe Norris. Norris passes to the outside to Sam Hedges. Ball is deflected off at the Eagles' foot and goes out of bounds. Throw in for the Cats. Ball's thrown into Hudson Johnson and kicked out of bounds again. Throw in for the Cats. Ball does go out of bounds. It's going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Taking the corner is Kobe Norris. Kick goes up. But the ball does appear to go out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for the Eagles. Eagles have a substitution. Back in for the Eagles are number 7 and number 10. Number 4 gets ahead on the ball, and so does Court Deviney. Drew Appleman passes outside to Sam Hedges, who kicks the ball out of bounds. Throw in for the Eagles. Drew Appleman receives the ball and passes to Monty Schroeder. Schroeder kicks the ball up to Kobe Norris, who dribbles the ball. Dawson Schrock passes to Hudson Johnson. Passes over to Zane Madston. Monty Schroeder gets the ball at his feet, passes to Kobe Norris, takes a shot through. The defense does kick the ball out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Hudson Johnson takes the throw to 13, Braden Schrock. Ball does go out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for the Eagles. Substitution for the Eagles. Coming back in is number 2. Eagles throw the ball into number 11, Monty Schroeder. Who dribbles the ball up to the 10-yard line. A whistle is blown. Eagles will grabbing on to the Wildcats. It's going to be a free kick for the Cats. The kick will be taken at the 10-yard line. And lining up to take the kick is Kobe Norris. Norris takes the shot. Does get deflected off some knees. And the ball does go out of bounds. Going to be a corner kick for the Wildcats. Substitutions for the Wildcats coming back in is number 8, Emiliano, and number 1, Tucker Lawson. Lining up to take the corner kick is number 4, Kobe Norris. Norris takes a short pass to Hudson Johnson, who passes it right back to Norris. Norris rips a shot, and it just misses the goal. The ball was deflected off the goalie's fingertips and is going to be another corner kick for the Cats. This time taking the kick is number 7, Hudson Johnson. Johnson takes a kick. Monty Schroeder goes up for the head, but it does go out of bounds. Good goal kick this time for the Eagles. Number 10 receives the ball on the far side of the field, but he does dribble it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Cats. Sam Hedges throws the ball in. 24 does knee it out of bounds. Another throw for the Cats. This time throwing the ball in is number 4, Kobe Norris. Norris looks to the center of the field to Hudson Johnson, who passes the ball up to number 8, Emiliano. The ball does roll out of bounds. This time a throw in for the Eagles. Correction, thrown for the Wildcats. Schroeder gets the ball and passes to Hudson Johnson. Number 2 of the Eagles kicks the ball out, but Sam Hedges recovers to get the ball. Court Deviney keeps the ball in play, and Kobe Norris gets the ball. Hudson Johnson fights for the ball against number 2, where the Eagles' defensive line kicks the ball back into Wildcat territory. Dalton Lawson kicks it back up, where Tucker Lawson makes a run for the ball. Tucker does not make it to the ball, and the ball does roll out of bounds via goal kick for the Eagles. Zane Madston gets the ball and passes to Monty Schroeder, who receives pressure from number 5. Ball does roll out of bounds, be a throw-in for the Eagles. Substitution for the Eagles. Number 13 and number 28 are back in. Eagles throw the ball in. Dalton Lawson gets the ball. Kicks it outside to Sam Hedges. Passes back to Lawson. Swings the ball over to Court Deviney, who kicks the ball upfield. Tucker Lawson makes the run. Emiliano gets a foot on the ball. Back to Tucker Lawson. Lawson takes a shot, but number 13 does tackle a player by kicking the ball out. Tucker Lawson takes a little bit time to recover, but he does stand up and hobble back into the play. Referee signals for a time pause and gives a yellow card to number 5. We have free kick for the Wildcats at the 23-yard line, being taken by Kobe Norris. Norris gets ready. He kicks the ball. Schroeder does get a head on the ball, but does not go in the direction they quite want it to, and does go out of bounds. Be a goal kick for the Eagles. Eagles make a substitution. And back in the game is number 5. Short pass, but the ball does roll out of bounds. Throw in for the Cats. Taking the throw is number 9, Dalton Lawson. Braden Schrock gets the ball on the far side of the field. And number 10 makes a shove. The whistle is blown and the foul is called. It'll be a free kick for the Cats. Taking the kick is number 13, Braden Schrock. Schrock moves the ball back to the 40-yard line. Takes the kick. Number 10 does get the ball. Dribbles past Dalton Lawson. Passes outside to number 28. The pass is too long and does go out of bounds. Kobe Norris fights for the ball in the center of the field. Number 6 passes the ball to number 10. Dalton Lawson puts pressure on number 10. Dalton Lawson kicks the ball back upfield. Monty Schroeder receives a little pressure, dribbles the ball out. Another whistle is blown. Another foul is called on the Eagles. It's going to be a free kick for the Wildcats. Monty Schroeder takes a short pass to Kobe Norris. Norris receives some pressure from the back. Norris makes a pass up to Emiliano, who passes it to Zane Matson and over to Tucker Lawson.
Oh my God!
It is a close one. However, it does appear that assistant referee did call Tucker Lawson offsides. Lawson did take another tumble, but stands up like a trooper. The Eagles take the kick, pass it to number 13. Ball does roll out of bounds. Be a throw in for the Cats. Sam Hedges takes a short throw to number 8, Emiliano. The ball is kicked towards the goal box, but the goalie does scoop it up. The goalie considers a throw, but decides a drop kick is a better option. Number 10 and Court Deviney fight for the ball. The referee does signal another foul on number 10. Court Deviney takes a short kick to number 4, Kobe Norris. Braden Schrock gets the ball, passes outside. Kobe Norris gets the ball, does a little mover on number 2. But he does lose the ball to number 8, who kicks the ball out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Wildcats. Taking the throw is number 8, Emiliano. Ball does go out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Cats. It's a short throw to Braden Schrock, who passes the ball up to Tucker Lawson. Lawson passes back to Kobe Norris, who passes to Braden Schrock. Schrock passes up the sideline to Lawson. Number 8 does touch the ball out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Cats. Braden Schrock switches the field. Number 13 and Sam Hedges both make a run for the ball. The Eagles make a cross back into Wildcat territory, but Braden Schrock gets the ball at his feet. Kicks it to Monty Schroeder in the center. He dribbles up the field. Tucker Lawson gets a foot on it, but number 6 does kick it up to number 28 at the 50-yard line. Ball does go out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Eagles. Substitutions are made for the Eagles. Back in for the Eagles is number 9. Taking the throw is number 7. 7 throws it in. Ball does go out of bounds. Be thrown for the Cats. The Eagles make a rough kick back into the goal box, and Travis Edelman makes the save. He rolls it out quickly to Sam Hedges. The Eagles do dribble close into the 10-yard line, but Court Devaney kicks the ball up. Dalton Lawson heads the ball back up to the 50. Zane Matston gets a foot on the ball. Number 6 passes it back into Wildcat territory, but number 10, who receives the ball, is called offside. It's going to be a kick for the Wildcats. And there is 1 minute remaining in the match.
50 seconds left in the game.
Kobe Norris kicks the ball up. It is deflected, and the goalie does catch the ball after a bit of a fumble. Goalie kicks it back to the center of the field. Dalton Lawson fights for the ball. Tries to save it, but the ball does roll out of bounds. Yeah, throw in for the Eagles. Number 10 takes his throwing the ball in to number 4. Braden Schrock kicks the ball up.
9, 8, 7, 6,
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is the match. Wildcats 0, Eagles 1. Thanks for tuning in tonight. This is Maria Sasonis signing off.